We're glad that you are enjoying these pieces. And this piece, to me, packed with so much sentiment and so much heart.
Beautiful.
It's
beautiful.
I mean, it's a beautifully made piece, but it's the message that it sends as well. This is J323884. It's the Forever in Our Memory B pin. We have it for you today on 4 easy payments of $14.88, and you can choose between the silver tone, which I'm holding right there that you see,
pretty.
and then we also have it for you in the gold tone. Really, this is all about Joan's legacy.
Sure, sure. This was a pin that we launched about a year ago. We lost Joan in September of 2014. We decided to do a tribute to Joan with a very special B pin. So we've called it Forever in Our Memory, which she will always be. We included a pearl, which is Joan's birthstone. She was born in June. And we just decided to pull out all the stops, just like Joan used to love to do, and really do a major, beautiful, probably one of the prettiest B pins we've done in the 26 years. And I will say, I think one of the most classic, one of the most beautiful, sort of elegant pins. A little larger than some of our pins, because I always think Joan was larger than life. We could do a little bit of bigger pin, but it's really a beauty. And if you'll come in, guys, I'll show you on the back. We actually hallmarked this. Something that's a message for you. It's not to share with the world. It's going to be just something you're going to see. It says, if you'll come in up at the top there, I'm not sure we can even get in that tight, but it basically is going to say, Forever in Our Memory. And I'm sure, yeah, there we go. Forever in Our Memory. And that plaque is set into every B pin. We have over 300 crystals in this B pin. So we really did an amazing, kind of a really special, really, as again, a tribute to Joan, who loved her B, who loved the idea of achieving the impossible, of really being able to kind of use this motivation to get through the tough spots. To, you know, life can dish up some pretty crummy stuff. Joan always felt that the bee symbolized achieving the impossible. You know, we have a video of me with Joan. Should we? That'd be nice. Because she'll tell the story better than I will. And it's lovely. But I do love the story of what the bee symbolizes, because it's very meaningful and it's very motivational.
They said to my husband that Joan is too New York and she will never be anything.
Before you were famous.
I was famous on Carson. But
I see, too regional, to New York, right.
And America will never like it.
Oh, interesting.
And the next year, I became the people's choice for the entire country where they voted. So my husband went and said, you have achieved the impossible.
Oh,
and he had heard the story that the bee was built not to get up.
Aerodynamically,
yeah. Never get on a plane that looks like a bee. Don't do it. Even if they promise you honey, I don't care what they promise you.
The buzz is, this is going to be a great flight. Yeah, don't do it.
Buzz Airlines.
Buzz Airlines.
I'll pass. I think I'll walk. And but the bee gets up and pollinates the world and makes the world beautiful.
Yeah,
and I love that, because it really says you can overcome anything.
It's good to hear her voice again, isn't it?
It's lovely. Now, you knew Joan. You had interviewed her. I think that's amazing.
I had the pleasure of interviewing her several times over the years. And, you know, the first time I interviewed her, I was petrified because Joan Rivers, larger than life. You know, you're like, I don't know, I'm a little scared. She walked into the studio. An aura of just warmth and just love kind of followed her through. And at the end of our interview, it was right before the holidays, and she said to me, Katie, do you have any place to go for Thanksgiving? And I said, I'm going to go to my grandmother's, but thank you. She's like, well, I want to make sure everybody has a place to go. And of course, my grandmother said, well, why didn't you go to Joan's and bring me with you?
Grandma's like, are you nuts?
But you know, as you got to know Joan and as you got to know people over the years who've known her, she invited people to her house. She opened her doors.
Absolutely.
And that's what I think when you can get a piece like this home, you're continuing her legacy.
I agree. And I think it's a lovely kind of, it's a memory piece. I mean, it truly is a, you know, it's really for you, but when you wear it, people are going to say, what's the, you know, that pin is beautiful. Why? It's a nice way to share that memory of achieving the impossible. It's a nice way to share maybe your favorite memory of Joan.
Absolutely.
I mean, I have so many. Somebody said, what's your favorite Joan memory recently? I thought, I need to write a book. There's a lot. There's a lot of fun times we had. You know, raiding the maids' carts in the hotel. She loved to steal bars of soap. A bad habit I learned from her. But just from everything, from touching, poignant, lovely moments in life to funny, zany, crazy, getting into trouble. But, you know, that's kind of who she was. You know, she had a wonderful zest for life. You interviewed her once, and she said, "Come to my house for Thanksgiving."
Exactly.
That's a pretty lovely gesture.
It absolutely was, and it's one I'll
cared.
never forget. And she did
cared.
care. And when you're getting this home, you're continuing that legacy, and maybe it will inspire you, to reach out, to open your arms, your home, to kind of just make sure everybody around you is okay. I think that's a lovely sentiment.
It's a lovely way to live your life, caring about other people, and Joan did.
She sure did.
100% did. And now we care about her, and she's always going to be in our heart. And I love that we did this as a tribute to her, which is pretty amazing.
And both are beautiful, whether you go for the silver tone or the gold tone. They're both lovely. Also want to let you know, they're a nice size. It's 2 inches wide, 1 1/4 inches long.
I'll put it up next to my little baby bee.
Oh, there you go.
Now, our designers made me this little teeny baby bee, and I wear it every day, which is kind of my little way of remembering Joan. I might look silly with that on my suit jacket, but on anything in your closet, Katie, I think it would look awesome.
Or I think maybe even just put it on your bag. Just carry it around with you at all times. There's different ways to play with it.
A lot of gals will pin it to a pillow in their bedroom or on their sofa and just use it as almost like home decor. Why put beautiful jewelry in a drawer?
Exactly. It should be worn and it should be seen, and you can get this home.
How gorgeous you look.
4 easy payments of $14.88. It really is.
Very proud of that pin.
Then we don't have to miss Joan so much. We can carry her close to our hearts,
That's
correct?
Lovely. That's lovely. Absolutely.
So this is a big week for Sprouts, folks.